Welcome back, Geekers, to episode. Oh, wait. Psych. This is season two. Season two, baby, of the
What?
Comic Guys podcast. Thank you for coming for a new episode, new season of the Comic Guys podcast with your hosts, Kevin and Angel. And we are so glad to be back. We're coming you to straight out of the multiverse of geekness. And, we're here every Friday, as you already know. Make sure you follow us on our social media. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Do all those great things. But yeah, we're just excited to be back. This is our second season. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, Angel? Second season.
I didn't know we were, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know we were going to go for season two. And then you were like, yo, let's do the season two. And I was like, all right, bro, you want to keep on going? Let's go. It's going to be news. And, you know what I'm saying? And we're doing so many things this 2023, man. This new season is going to be hot. Kev, I have so many ideas. Make sure you guys tune into the gaming channels, to the YouTube, to the short, to TikTok, Instagram, because man, we're gonna have news, gaming, bro. I'm so
I'm,
excited for this freaking season, bro. Excuse my
2023
language, explicit.
2023 is going to be our year for sure. Like, we are very excited about this year. We're going to come bigger, better than ever. We're going to really try to step it up this year. 2023, I'm going to call it, is going to be the year of the comic guys. It's going to be the
Ooh,
year of the comic guys. And I'm excited. I'm excited that, we are going to have this new season. And just, I hope that this keeps going. And just thanks to all the geekers that have been with us. Thanks for coming here for another season. But man, I think let's get right into it. Tell me, what is new in the multiverse of geekness, my friend?
well, first of all, he's gonna go out there and just say that Avatar: The Way of the Water hit 1.5 billion dollars and has become the 10th highest grossing movie of all time, kicking Fast and the Furious down a notch. So
Wow.
it didn't beat the first Avatar. Especially, I mean, you wasn't gonna beat the first Avatar when the first one made billions, and then they re-put it in the theaters and made a couple more millions on top of the billions they made before. Because isn't the Avatar the first one like number one movie, highest grossing movie, or did Endgame
I think
beat it?
it's I think Endgame beat it. I
Yeah,
think it
Endgame beat it,
was
so it's like the second. Well, it was number one for a long time. Nobody was beating Avatar, and then Endgame came and kicked some ass. But
yeah.
man, and just because of that, I mean, they made the money they were supposed to make. Plus, James Cameron is already planning for Avatar 3, and he's going to focus on a fire novice, and they're called Ash people. And for some reason, I'm like looking at this
Hmm.
like Avatar, right? And then it's like Avatar the Airbender. And I'm like, is he making like an Avatar kind of movie? You have your nature.
With
What's
the elements.
yeah, with the elements. The second one is the water. The third one is gonna be the fire. Is the fourth one gonna be wind? And then like he's gonna
That
then
is.
like the I haven't
Oh, I
seen
got
this
you.
one, but is he learning? Is he learning like all the elementals at the end? He's gonna be like, I'm the true Avatar.
I don't know. I don't know. I still haven't seen the movie. I'm hoping to see it this weekend. Um, and I'm not surprised by it. I'm not surprised that it hit $1 billion already, becoming one of the fastest growing films of all time. Um, and hey, James Cameron called it. He said, "Hey, this is gonna hit $1 billion," and boom, it hit $1 billion. I did not contribute to that at all because I haven't seen the movie yet. Have you seen it? Did you see it yet?
No, no, no,
You
no,
haven't
no,
seen
man.
it.
I haven't seen it yet. I am planning to see it. It didn't take me by surprise. It's been a movie that's been in the works for a very long time. And James Cameron is a he was very passionate about his movie. Like, he's
Yeah,
very very passionate about his movie.
they filmed some
So
of some of three and four, right? During they were filming
man,
this one.
the actors are stuck doing Avatar for the next 10 years, bro. He's planning to do like Like I don't know, 7 movies of Avatar. Like
That is that is wild. He's gonna try to break all the records. Actually, I pulled up. I just got it here from Insider.com. So yeah, James Cameron has now directed three highest grossing movies of all time. And so
Titanic.
we have there's like a list of 52. I'm not gonna read all 52.
What's the top three?
All right, so the top three are, let's see, top three. All right, I'll give you the top. I'll give you the top five. I'll give you that one.
All right,
All right, Avengers: Infinity War, 2 million, 2 billion, two 2 billion, 48 million, and some odd dollars. I'm not gonna say everything. So that's made that. Then at number four comes Star Wars: The Force Awakens with 2,069 million and some odd dollars. We have Titanic at number three, James Cameron movie. James Cameron filled Titanic. Don't forget
mm-hmm.
that for the new folks that are just knowing about James Cameron. So Titanic at 2,201 million.
Ooh,
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
And Avengers Endgame at 2,797 million.
Ooh,
2 billion, I mean, 797 million. And then at number one, Avatar, 2009. Avatar, the first one, 2,847 million. And I believe Avatar, let's see, Avatar, The Way of the Water. All right, so Avatar, Way of Water is at number 45 with 1,030,000,000 and counting. So it's still
dang.
counting. Yep. So do we think that it's going to hit the 2 billion mark?
Yeah. Um. Yeah, bro. Plus, it's when it comes out in whatever platform, it's gonna be highest rated of that platform. Everybody's gonna want to see it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if it come when it comes out on Disney Plus, that's gonna be the highest rated movie shown in Disney Plus when it comes out on Disney Plus.
I wonder, do those count? Do those count towards the
It
gross?
doesn't count. It doesn't count, but it will hit Disney Plus because a lot of people that don't have Disney Plus gonna want to join Disney Plus just because they want to see Avatar.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, a lot of people did it for a lot of the shows. Like they will for a lot of like Loki show and stuff like that. They literally like they didn't even have Disney Plus. Be like, fuck it, let's get Disney Plus. I want to see Loki.
Yeah. Well,
So
James Cameron, he's saying that in order for this film to be successful, this movie, he wants that 2 billion globally. So I think that,
he's gonna hit
let's
close
see.
to it. I don't know if he's gonna hit a 2 billion mark. Maybe he will, but he's probably gonna be close to it. I bet you he comes out to like at least 1.9. I mean, he's already at 1.5,
Yeah.
and
So
he's still in the movie theaters.
I don't know when exactly Avatar 1 hit 2 billion, but at some point it did hit 2 billion. I think that this movie has the potential to reach 2 billion. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna reach it because of me going to the movie theater to watch it,
Right?
because,
You're the
but
last ticket. It's like 2 billion.
all right,
James Cameron comes out to your house and be like, "Yo, thank you, man. You were the 2 billion.
yo, for
You were the
the
2 billion ticket."
I know, for the amount of hype that this movie has been getting, and the amount of like that James Cameron have been saying that this movie's gonna be good and hit 2 billion. Like, that person that is the 2 billionth like dollar, the last ticket to reach $2 billion, definitely should probably get something. Like, get some
Right? It's
kind of
like
praise.
1,900,000,000 blah 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 blah, and they need $10.75. And that one guy, he's gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna go see Avatar. Bloop,
Yeah,
boom, 2 billion.
That's a.
Yo, he should guess. He should get like who was it? They need to find out his name, where he saw it. It doesn't matter what country. James
It's
Cameron
like
needs
if
to
you hit
go to
the.
his house,
It's like if you hit the
shake his
lottery.
hand, bro, and give him a freaking Avatar T-shirt.
I think the last movie that almost hit 2 billion that had gotten released during like the COVID like times, I guess,
Yeah,
COVID period. I think it was Spider-Man No Way Home. I think it didn't reach 2 billion, but I think it got close to it. So for this movie to be where it's at now, and I don't know if we're still considered in COVID time now, but I think that would be an amazing feat. That would be an amazing feat if he does it.
yeah, yeah. And like I said, man, it's a very popular movie. It has a good fan base. You know, people have been waiting for this movie, and he knows how to hype it up. I mean, shit,
Yeah.
they've been coming up with video games about it. So that was supposed to come out with the movie, but the video game got postponed.
Okay. They're trying to do some James Gunn shit.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
cool though. I would definitely buy an Avatar game
It's
for sure.
actually it's between one and two.
Oh,
So the game is based between one and two. So
then hopefully it comes out soon.
I know, right? I'll play it. Well, I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna play it.
Yeah, so this would technically, when it does come out in streaming, it'll go. It would. It's a Disney product, so it would be on Disney Plus, right?
Yep. And I guaranteed that when it comes on Disney Plus, it's gonna be the most watched movie in Disney Plus.
I think it's gonna be the most watched movie in all streaming ever.
Yeah, but remember, since it's going to Disney Plus, it's gonna be most watched.
What that got me? That's actually I want to. I wonder what is the top streamed movie of all time.
That is a good question.
Let's see.
Let's find
Top
out.
streamed
Let's find
movie.
out.
Top streamed movie of all time. Let's see.
Could have to be like some whack ass movie, like
Uh, I don't know. I can't see. It just says just like I guess most watched. Really, like it's just the most watched movies. But in terms of like top stream movie on Disney, let's just keep it at that because it's
yeah.
kind of good. So right now it's Frozen. Frozen is the most streamed
God.
behind Avatar. Avatar is the second most streamed movie on the platform.
Okay, and this is an old movie that they just put in Disney Plus because it wasn't Disney Plus. When Disney Plus
Yeah.
first got it, was not there.
When did
So
they
this movie
acquire
was
the rights
recently
to?
added to Disney. Yeah, I believe they bought the rights
Yeah,
because
they bought the
Disney wants
rights.
to run the
Yeah, it's
world.
been a little bit a while, but I think they kind of leveraged like the this movie coming out, and they were like, "Hey, boom, let's drop Avatar on Disney Plus." I bet
And
so that was a great marketing tactic.
check it real quick. When did Avatar come out on Disney Plus?
Let's see.
When was it?
So, uh, it was well, it was added. Well, Disney had entered into a long-term like agreement with James Cameron's like entertainment group in like 2011, and I don't know when it premiered on Disney Plus. I think I'm not sure. I'm
It
not really
wasn't that
sure.
long ago. It wasn't that long ago. I
It
can
wasn't that
guarantee you
long ago. I
because
don't
I'm
think
always
so.
I'm always in Disney Plus, bro. It wasn't there long ago. I watched a lot of shows
Speaking,
in Disney Plus, and that movie was not there. And to become second most watched movie in Disney Plus, when that movie, I already said it. When that movie comes out in Disney Plus, it's gonna be the
oh,
most
it's
watched.
gonna, yeah, it's gonna be the most watched for sure. It's gonna be the most watched for sure. Speaking about streaming, I know we didn't have this in the agenda, but and I don't know if you've seen Knives Out, but Glass Onion. I wanted to talk about that because Glass Onion has Dave Bautista in it, and I've heard that he did great performing in this movie. He did a great
So
performance in
that
this movie, and yeah, I believe that Glass Onion has reached. in the top 10 most watched Netflix movies of all time.
I'm still surprised. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm still surprised that Knives Out is not in Netflix. Like,
Yeah,
why you gonna put Glass Onion? Not gonna put the first part. Like, you
they're
know what I'm
not gonna
saying?
put Knives Out.
I think it's in HBO Max.
I don't think it's on. I think you have to buy it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you have to buy it.
But whatever, bro. It's like that makes no sense. Like,
I do want to watch it. I do want to watch Glass Onion. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm also not surprised that it has a lot
Dave
of great
Bautista is
actors.
getting a lot of freaking fame right now.
There was a debate that we didn't debate last time that we did the podcast, but we've been wanting to talk about this. Who's the best wrestling actor right now? And is it between John Cena? Is it Dwayne Johnson, like The Rock, or is it Dave Bautista? Like, who do you think is the most successful? Like, I guess most not successful, but
Yeah,
because
you
I
can't because
I would say I would say
successful.
most
I definitely say The Rock.
I would say The Rock. Yes, I was just gonna say that too because he's made blockbuster movies, movies that have generated money,
Billions.
and yeah, and so yeah, I would say the most successful, The Rock. But who do you think has the best range? Who has better range in acting. Who's the better actor? Who is that's how I'm gonna bring it down. Who is the better actor?
Well, you already know how I feel about The Rock. Like, and I haven't noticed about The Rock, but he plays. It's true what a lot of people are saying when you start noticing his movies. He plays the same character in every movie, except for Central Intelligence.
He's
I
always
love the
played
Central Intelligence.
but he's
I
always
think
played
that
like
was
a
his best performance of all for me has to be Green Iron Gang.
yes.
He
Yeah.
was really good in Green Iron Gangs
Yeah.
and Central Intelligence for being this dumb-witted, big, muscly guy. And Kevin Hart, because he was more funny than Kevin Hart in Central Intelligence.
Yeah, I would say that in terms of movies that he's done that kind of strayed away from like his typical action hero um like character because he always plays like an action hero, and I don't blame him because I think like one of his idols when he was younger was like Terminator and also Rambo, and so it's not a surprise that he wants to play all these action heroes and stuff. But yeah, Gridiron Gang was one movie that I thought The Rock was like, oh, okay, like The Rock can act, he can act. I think he did
Yeah, he
pretty
can
good.
act.
So
But
but I haven't really seen anything out. There was another movie that he did really well in, where he was like a gay. I think he was a gay actor or something in the movie. I think he was, and he had like an afro.
no, is it the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Is it the one with Mark Wahlberg? I don't know. No, no, that's not the one. You're talking about the bodybuilding one.
Yeah, no, so it's not that
No,
one.
it's a different. I forgot what the movie is called, but I'm sure like
Really?
somebody out there knows. But it was a pretty funny
Yeah.
movie. How about John Cena?
John Cena actually surprised me. Not
Yeah,
as a as a serious actor because I haven't seen him in a serious part yet. I seen him.
he got close with Peacemaker. I would say Peacemaker. Yes,
He has the range. Yes.
because Peacemaker can go from like very like funny and like he's fucking stupid sometimes, but there were moments in that show where you dove deeper into like who he was and why he was like the way he was, and I thought John Cena did a great performance of that, showing that the hurt that Peacemaker was feeling inside, because at some point Peacemaker almost felt like he hated himself. He hated who he was.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
think that he did really well in portraying that type of person on screen.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely agree with you. I think Peacemaker was one of his best acting performances. I loved him in Vacation Friends. Every time I just talk about that movie, 'cause I think he was just hilarious in that
Yeah.
movie. So when it comes to the comedy stuff, I think John Cena has killed it when it comes to comedy. Now, Dave Bautista, I seen him in a couple of movies. Um, and I seen clips of him in other movies, like Blade 2099, or was it? Yeah, Blade 2049. He his range in that movie was he was very emotional and everything, and he did good. Drax, he's great at Drax.
Yeah.
Um,
He was also in what's that movie? Dune,
yes,
and
he
as
played
I
good
don't
in
know
that
what
movie.
character, but yeah.
But you could see that he played different. He wasn't always
I don't even think he even spoke in that movie that much. All he just did like was just mostly facial expression, you know? And he did really well
And
cuz I
what
don't
other
think
movie?
I just don't think sometimes like The Rock can do facial expression. Like it's that he has a very limited, I think, I don't want to say it cuz I think he's great, but I think his range is a little more limited than where Batista's range
I
is
cannot see The
becoming
Rock
even
doing a
greater.
serious crime
No,
movie.
I can't really see him doing a serious crime movie. I like, let's say, I can see Dave Bautista doing like a good suspense movie,
I
but
have
I can't see The Rock doing that.
no
I
like
can't even
what's his
see
name?
I can't
M.
even see John
Shalahan.
M Night Shyamalan. Yep.
Yeah, they had an interview with him, and he did Into the Woods with Dave Bautista. He's like in that movie with him, and some people he was in a dinner, and they asked him, "Hey, how's it working with that Dave
Oh, it
Bautista?
was
Is it a wrestler?"
knock at the cabin.
Knock at the cabin, and somebody asked, somebody in the group was asking him, "Hey, how's it working with that wrestler guy, Dave Bautista? Isn't he like a wrestler?" And he said he has done one of the best performances I've ever worked with.
Wow,
And everybody was like, "What?" But he's a wrestler. It's like, nah,
my dude
he's
got
an
range.
actor.
He's an
Yeah, he
actor.
has range, bro. In Blade 2049, I seen a clip and I was like, "Holy shit, that's Dave Bautista." So he has the range of going different ways, So I have to say, bro, he's good. He's good. I
Yeah,
will say the better act from all three. The better actor has to be Dave Bautista.
Dave Batista. Yeah. If I were to, if somebody told me, Kevin, this weekend you have to choose to binge watch movies of a particular wrestling actor, who would you choose? I would say, all right, give me all the movies that Batista's been in.
Army of the Dead.
Yeah, yeah,
He was good in that movie.
uh huh. If somebody told you that, I think you would say the same thing. Let me see some Dave Batista movies.
I don't know. I'll
So
probably say John Cena, depending how I'm feeling though.
we should put up a poll. We should put up a poll. I think
Yes.
on Twitter and just put it up. Who do you think is the best actor out of the
No,
three?
no, just like no, no, the way you asked. If somebody told you you have to binge watch one of these three actors, who would you choose? Vote. And we put Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Dave
Yeah,
Bautista, John Cena, and let's see what people vote.
yeah, I would be interested to know what the geekers out there have to say about that. Um, let's jump into something else. Let's talk a little bit about Marvel. Marvel. There hasn't really been much news coming out of Marvel ever since. What was the last thing that ended Marvel? I think it was the
Wakanda
holiday
Forever.
special. The holiday
Yes.
special.
The
So
holiday
nothing
special event
nothing
was
up, no other updates I've heard, but there has been a couple rumors in terms of what Marvel is going to do in these next phases. As you already know, Ant-Man and Quantumanium is coming out this year, man. It's coming out
oh
freaking
my next month.
next month, and we're all very excited for this like next phase in this movie. And this movie is gonna lead up to the new Avengers movies, and with that, that's gonna lead up to Secret Wars. You know, and so one of the rumors out there right now is that um, Tommy Maguire's Spider Man and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will be coming back, reprise their roles as these characters, and they'll be
So
fighting in together in this movie, bro.
so is are they gonna kind of collide? Like this is an interesting part, right? Because you're saying that Wolverine and Spider Man are coming out for Secret Wars, right? Secret
Yep.
Wars was pretty much the Crow against the Kree, the Skrull against the Kree, and they pretty much disguised themselves as heroes when there wasn't really their correct personality, right? It wasn't like Captain America was a crow. Was it a crow? Yeah, a scroll. Because the scroll in the comic books were the enemy, and the Kree was actually the good guys. Um, are they doing like more of a multiversal Secret Wars than the Secret Wars? Because I know that the Marvel's going to introduce more of the or Secret Invasion is about the scroll and the Kree. It's very interesting how they say that the rumors are coming out for Secret Wars when Secret Wars Wolverine and Spider Man don't belong to the MCU. Like Toby, Spider Man, and Wolverine does not belong to the MCU. They're not in the main universe. Deadpool gonna introduce Wolverine, but it's not the Wolverine from the MCU. He's
But
going into the other universe
well,
to go get him.
well, isn't Wolverine was under Fox, right? And Disney owns Fox, so technically,
Yeah,
yes,
but remember
Wolverine.
when
Yes,
they do the
Wolverine is technically could be considered part of that, but I can see that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is owned by Sony. That's a whole other company,
no, but
you
yeah,
know.
Wolverine is owned by Disney now, but Hugh Jackman Wolverine is not in our universe. It's not in the MCU universe.
Yeah,
It's
nothing.
confirmed because Deadpool 3, he's grabbing Wolverine to come to the Marvel universe.
Yep.
So is it going to be a multiversal Secret Wars,
But
or
also
is it going to
Deadpool.
be?
It also Deadpool isn't even part of the MC. Well, he's part of the MCU,
Yeah, he's
but
coming, but he's
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 coming.
doing a
He's coming to the
multiversal.
MCU. Yeah,
He's
he's gonna
jumping
be.
fucking universes. Deadpool
Yes,
is fucking
yeah,
jumping universes.
yes, yes. What I'm trying to say is that that's what's so cool about it. I think that it's like, oh, these characters weren't in the original MCU, but they're coming to the MCU, and that's what's so exciting about it.
No, I
I can't
definitely
wait.
agree.
I can't wait to see these characters work together and how they're going to be integrated into the bigger picture of the MCU. I think at the end of it all, it's mostly for like cameo and Easter egg. I don't know if they will play a huge role as like main characters
Oh
in
no,
the MCU. I think they're just going to be more for like, folks like us. We're like, "Oh shit, that's our Wolverine. He's here." Like he's there, or like, oh shit, Tom McGuire. But I think that there is going to be a younger generation of characters and actors that are going to be leading, the MCU and where it's going to go. You know,
oh yes. And plus we don't know exactly what is gonna go on with the X-Men. Like I said, I will probably, and I said this before in season one of the Comic Guys podcast, that I don't think they should bring Wolverine. I think they should bring X-23, because if you're doing a new generation into the new MCU, why not let Hugh Jackman Wolverine rest? He did what he did. We all loved him for it. He did Logan, and we loved and adored Logan. It's one of the best Marvel movies up there. I think they should let Wolverine rest and just bring in X-23. It's a new generation, and you could put in X-23 in it.
yeah, I
That's
think
my
that's
opinion. That's my opinion.
yeah, yeah. I think that would be pretty fucking cool. To have X-23 in there. I don't know if it will happen because we still haven't gotten any mutants in the MCU yet. Well,
Yes,
yes,
Miss Marvel.
yeah, we have Namor, Miss Marvel, but nothing that's like really like confirmed. Like, hey, these folks exist. So we never know where it's gonna all lead, man. We never know. Um, but there's another piece of rumor I think that'll get you excited, man. RDJ Robert Downey Jr. is rumored to be coming back as Iron Man in this Secret Wars movie too. So, um,
I believe
yeah,
that one.
I'll
If that,
believe
if,
that one.
I say that will be a rumor to truth instead of a rumor to rumor. Like Wolverine, Spider Man is a rumor to rumor. As RDJ coming back as Iron Man for a Secret Wars cameo, like why wouldn't you? And plus, you're talking about freaking Robert Downey Jr., bro.
Yeah. And I think that like there are some people out there that still need the closure. You know, I feel like people are still mourning this character's death in the MCU. Bro, imagine seeing him coming back and then you see Tom Holland Spider-Man seeing like a variant of Robert Downey Jr. How emotional that would be, bro.
Oh shit! I did not
What if
even think about
look
that.
now I'm like thinking about some crazy shit. Like check this out. You know how in Secret
Oh,
Wars,
getting to me now.
You know how in Secret Wars in the comics Spider-Man has the black suit on and that's part of like the whole story in Secret Wars too. You know, he gets taken over by the black suit. What if cuz they already kind of hinted that that's going to happen, you know, in No Way Home with the part of Venom's symbiote got it's now in the MCU. So that could happen. And what if part of that saving Peter it's gonna be a variant of Robert Downey Jr. coming, and he's gonna give him the closure that he needed with that death, you know. And
Oh
then he takes off the suit,
shit!
you know, he takes off the black suit or something like that.
Nah, they can't. They can't. Yes, that would be dope to see. Like, definitely would be dope to see. But I wouldn't want him to like. I want if they bring the black suit into Secret Warrior Spider Man, they better give me a whole freaking movie of the black suit Spider Man. Don't fuck
Oh,
around with me. Like, you better give me a whole black suit Spider Man, dude.
imagine, yeah, I would say that that could happen. Hopefully if this is true, but I hope that Tom Holland does come back as Spider-Man. I think there's more to be told for that character.
Oh hell yeah!
And imagine like they came like the third movie, like or maybe like the third or second movie of that new Spider-Man trilogy. You know, he has the black suit and then he just can't take it off, and then it leads to Secret Wars. I definitely believe that Kevin Feige has movies,
Oh,
has projects that are gonna come out before Secret Wars.
that
That
would be dope if they give us. Oh man, yo, Kevin Feige, listen to this man right now.
that
He's
would,
telling he's telling Kevin Feige, he's telling Disney and Marvel Studios and Sony that you guys better hurry the fuck up and give me Spider-Man 3 with the black suit and let that end as him leading into Secret Wars.
bro. I don't
The
know because
fuck?
that would be crazy. That would be crazy. But
No, that's needed. You just gave us the plot that is needed to lead into Secret Wars with Spider-Man.
hey, I can't make the decisions over there, man. I can't make the
Your name
decisions
is
over
Kevin.
there.
Kevin Feige. Listen to Kevin Comics.
But I think that would be really exciting to see Robert Downey Jr. I love him as Iron Man. He's also rumored to be in Armor Wars. Maybe it could be a
Ooh.
flashback though. I can't really see him being in
No, I think
Armor
that's gonna be
Wars.
a flashback of him
Yeah.
and Rhodey,
Yes. Yeah.
and that's gonna be kind of emotional
I
seeing
would.
him and Rhodey because Rhodey's like his best friend, dude.
Yeah, I can see it being a flashback of like him talking to Rhodey about like, hey, this is the decision that I'm gonna make if this ever happens and I'm gone. This is what you need to do to protect the world from the
Ooh,
weapons that he's created. You know, because I do still think that Tony Stark in the MCU still understands like how powerful his weapons are. I mean, he wouldn't want it to fall into the wrong hands. So
ooh, that's the beginning of the movie, dude. You just giving. Stop giving these people ideas, bro. They're making millions out of
wait,
your ideas.
I don't know if did they change it into a movie, Armor Wars?
Yes, it's
They
not a
changed it
show
into a
anymore
movie. It's not a show anymore.
because I guess it was
Too
more
much to.
of a it was more of a movie than it was a show. At the
Okay.
same time, you think about it, like, damn, that means it would have been a hell of a show. if you make
Imagine.
it into a movie. Like
Oh
now, I'm
man.
wondering, like, well, was it a good idea? But I think it's about time that Rhodey. I think what's his name, the actor,
Oh, Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle. I think he deserves his own movie, bro. He's been with the
Oh, in the
MCU for a
MCU.
while since Iron
Yeah.
Man 2. You know, he's been Rhodey. He's been out Rhodey.
And I want to
He's
see some like I want to see War Machine like War Machine out of all the Iron people, like out of everyone in the the armor army, like War Machine was my favorite.
mine too. Hey,
So
my freaking old name in PlayStation was War Machine.
yeah, I don't think that we really seen like War Machine really kick ass ever since Iron Man 2.
Too.
I would say Iron Man 2.
And he wasn't really kicking ass because remember he didn't even have the Stark Tech yet. He had
No, he had
no, he had
at the
hammers.
oh yes,
Remember when
yeah, and
he
he
shot the
was
rocket, the rocket went bloop, and
yeah,
he's
I
like,
remember
and then Tony was like, hammer, huh? He's like, yeah.
that.
Tony
um
Steak, yes,
Tony Stark. Now I kind of want to
yes.
watch that movie. um Speaking about we got some sad news in the Marvel family. um Jeremy Renner got into a nasty
A
accident.
snowplow, yeah,
I
it was
think
a
it was with the
snowplow.
tractor trailer, and it put him in the hospital. We're all praying and hoping that he gets
But
better.
he's okay, bro. He's out.
Yeah,
He put a video out. You know, thank God he's. I love them. I love him in all his movies. I think he's a really good actor. He looks really friendly. I mean, I don't know him personally, but as a fan, man,
it
that's
looked
I
bad,
think
man. It looked bad.
he almost
So
died. Well, he was in ICU.
wow.
Like he was in the brink of death, and he's back. So you know, prayers to your family. You know, Jeremy. I hope everything's all right. I mean, everybody is behind him. He's okay. He's out of it. He was awake. He did a video with his sister and his mom, and he put it on Twitter. He said, "Sorry that I can't write, but I am. You know, he's okay
He's doing all right.
for the circumstances that he's in. He's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's wow.
So hoping for a quick recovery for you, Jeremy. The comic guys have you in our thoughts. All
Yes.
right, let's move into some DC. What do you have for us for DC?
Well, for those of people that are waiting for the CW, the Flash last season that is starting soon, uh, it has been confirmed that Stephen Amell is going to return as Green Arrow for the season. I don't know if it's going to be for a
No,
full episode.
no
Yes.
freaking way,
I don't know if it's going to be for a full episode or
bro.
maybe for the last part of the episode. But
As the
Stephen
Green
Amell
Arrow,
has
not
is
as
coming back as
as
Green Arrow,
Spectre,
not as
as Green
Spectre,
Arrow,
as Green Arrow, and that was one of my favorite shows, bro, in the CW. It started the
bro.
CW. It was my favorite show. Watched. I was a faithful
You put me on.
Arrow
Yeah,
freaking fan, bro. Like I would watch Arrow, and then after like season two of the Flash, I didn't really care much. I didn't really see Batwoman, Legend of Tomorrow, there, here and
yo,
there.
season one of
Supergirl.
Arrow was so amazing. I agree. Arrow was the best
I seen it all.
CW.
Bro,
Yeah, it
I
was the best.
did
Me
not
too.
miss a show. I would skip the Flash. I would not watch Legend of Tomorrow. But when Green Arrow came on,
Yep.
I didn't speak to nobody. We were like, "Yo, you gonna play tonight?" No, bro, I'm watching Green Arrow.
There was a point it was me and one of my boys. We watched Green Arrow. Like we were like, "Yo, 8 o'clock. It's Wednesday. I'm coming through. We watching fucking Green Arrow, bro." It was like that. So I'm really happy to hear that he's coming back as Green Arrow. I hope that it's in some way where the Flash like says fuck it, and then he just travels to the past, and then
But I think he does. I
okay.
saw the trailer, and he says, "In order to do this, I have to travel back. I have to go back in time." And then he does the whole run, and he goes back in
Bro,
time because
I,
Hubert
I,
Thorne, bro. This last
I might,
season, I might
I
have to
might
watch this
just
last season.
yes. I was just gonna say that, bro. I might have to watch this last season. and it's not
I
going to
haven't
be that
seen it.
much that
Oh
long of a season either,
damn!
right?
I haven't seen the Flash, so I don't know what's
I
going
don't
on in
think,
the Flash.
yeah, I don't think I've seen the Splash since season 4, I think, or 5. I
Man,
think it
I'm gonna have
was.
to rewatch the Flash from the get go.
No, no, you don't.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you know that when I
Uh,
get into a show, I get into a show and I watch the whole freaking season. I'm almost finished with Scorpion, and I started last week.
well, speaking about the Flash, let's get into some more DC news about the Flash. Um, go tell us, man.
Oh
What?
my god, bro! So I was strolling through my Twitter and into the multiverse of Twitness, and bro, WB executives were like they thinking about after the Flash to keep on working with Ezra Miller. First of all, what the hell? Have you even talked to James? Like, you guys are executives. You guys don't
What
even
the
have
hell?
decisions. You guys gave that job to James Gunn. You cannot say I want to keep on working with it. Maybe hey, you want to do other movies with him? That's fine. But dude, I'm not saying whatever he did in the past. That's his problem. Don't mess up with what James Gunn wants to do, because James Gunn even tweeted that somebody asked him about it, like in Twitter, and he responded with, "I don't know what's out there about Ezra, but our slate is 5 to 10 years. But we will only be announcing some of it this month. So this month, guys, get ready, because when that should be announced, that fucking episode is gonna be freaking hot. Okay, we're gonna be talking about whatever James Gunn talk about. That episode is gonna be freaking
I think he
burning.
handled. I think he handled that pretty well. I think James Gunn handled that whole situation pretty well, and I think he's being honest. He doesn't know w- anything like, hey, what is if that's even going to happen or anything. I think he's just keeping it. Hey, guys, you know, I don't really know about that whole situation.
Yeah,
I
like
know
I
the
don't
exact
know. I know what I'm doing.
like the right. Like I don't know. I know what I'm doing. That's basically what he said. That's
That's
basically what he said
basically
in
what he
that
said.
tweet.
He's like, I don't know
I
about
don't
Ezra.
know.
I know what I'm doing for the
He's
eight to
he's
ten years.
he's I don't know what
I'm
the
giving you what
WB
you want.
I don't know what the WB executives are thinking, but we have our slate for the next 8 to 10 years,
We know what we want. I
and
don't know what you want.
we're only announcing some
But
stuff.
that's kind of messed up that the executives of WB want to do that and then go ahead and kind of be like, "Hey, you're not Superman anymore. Oh, you're not Wonder Woman anymore." You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's all very it's like shady. It's like shady business, I think, and I think it's like something too. It's very difficult. I would be frustrated if I was James Gunn. I would be frustrated with WB
I'll
because
be
I
going to
think
the office. You'll be kicking the in door and be like,
I
"Listen,
think it's
who
yeah
you gave
it's
the job to?
yes, yeah, who you gave the job to.
Who you paying to do the DCEU or the DC studios? Me, right? So stop
Yep.
fucking putting rumors out there in Twitter.
Yeah, like
Don't
I
make me
don't
get Bautista on you.
like it's at the end of the day, I hope that is James Gunn's decision. And you know, this movie, man, it's very there's a lot of
I
conflict
want to
around
see
this
it.
movie.
I've been waiting for this movie. Listen, I'm a fan of the Flash. I
Not of Ezra Miller. Let's be clear
I
about that.
want okay. Yeah, of the Flash, the comic book character Barry Allen, Wally West fan. Okay, not a Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller, he did good like in Harry Potter. He did good as the
But
Flash,
he's done a lot of bad shit,
but he
bro.
done a
He's
lot
done
of bad shit. Okay, so I'm not a very big fan of him for what he did. I mean, the whole bar thing. Hey, anybody could have done that, but what he did afterwards was kind of sickening. But besides that, it's kind of messed. Like whatever James Gunn want to do, he always say he wants to do a he wants to put everything interconnected. He wants to do a younger Superman. So that Flash is not gonna coincide with his idea, because it will look weird that Ezra Miller is older than the Flash or whatever he wants to do.
I
You know what I mean?
yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's you WB executives, they have to take a step back. They got to take a step back and let James Gunn lead the charge, like you said. Because if not, it's just not going to work. We're just going to continue to see the same problems. with DC movies. You know, I say it's frustrating because imagine if you're the Rock, like Black Adam, or you're Henry Cavill and you're Superman, or you were Gal Gadot and you're Wonder Woman, right? And then you know now those movies aren't going to happen with you as those characters anymore. And then you hear out of nowhere in the news Ezra Miller's still being considered to be the Flash. Like what? Like I would be pissed. I would be upset. I would be
I'll be
upset. So
like, yo,
I
hold up. I didn't do that. I was actually a good employee to you guys. I made you, actually, I made you millions, okay? Because the Flash movie hasn't even come out, bitches. As Man of Steel, shit, people wanted me back. Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot be like, I made you millions. Henry Cavill is like, listen, everybody still wants me. Black Adam is, The Rock is like, I'm the Rock, and then give him the look. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy. I
it's
mean, and
not
even
good
talking
business,
about The
bro.
Rock,
It's not.
it's
Yeah, it's
not.
not.
WB right now needs to leave James Gunn alone.
Yeah,
Leave James and Peter Safran alone, because you're
yeah.
gonna
To
fuck up
handle this,
whatever.
let them. So yeah, just let them handle it because I just think it just wouldn't be a good look. I don't think it's a good idea, especially after specifically Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot not being the actors for these lead heroes anymore.
Yeah.
So now that we know where James Gunn's stance is on it. He didn't really have a stance on it yet. I don't
No, he
think that
was
was a
just saying,
clear.
yeah,
That's not a clear stance. It's just, hey, I don't know what they were talking about, but I know that this is what me and Peter Safran have been talking about. So,
listen, all right.
um, so
You know
yeah,
what's
so
interesting? You know what's interesting? Before James Gunn got hired, The Rock wanted full control of the DCEU.
I wouldn't pass it
No, he did.
by I wouldn't pass it by The Rock and what seven bucks production to want to have taken over the
Oh, they
DCU.
did. It wasn't. It was a article in Variety, and they said that The Rock went in there, wanted to talk to the new CEO, and said, "Hey, I'm The Rock. I want to talk to the boss. I want to take over. All right, and I want everything to be around Black Adam." He he literally wanted to have the DCU revolve around Black Adam, all because he wanted to fight Superman, right? Basically, that's what the whole interview was
He would have
about.
ruined.
The
He would
funny
have
part
ruined.
was, the funny part is, if you would have made it, because you're The Rock, if you would have made a movie that you beat up Superman, the comic book fandom would have egged your house. Because there's no way in hell. I mean,
And
yes,
we are not
Superman.
promoting that either to go into The Rock's. The Rock is a big dude, man. So I wouldn't say go egg his house, but definitely for sure, I think it would have. Definitely for sure,
I
I
mean, I
would have.
wouldn't be safe for you. I'm not saying to go eggs house because it wouldn't be safe for you. But he's a professional wrestler.
Yeah,
Why
but
not?
I don't think it would have been a good idea to do that. And I'm glad
No,
that they didn't do it because
no. They were like, no.
that doesn't make
I
no
mean,
sense. Doesn't make
he
any sense.
declined. He declined a cameo in the Flash. Okay,
Yep.
that's cool. You wanted to decline a cameo in the Flash. That's cool. But you declined a cameo in Shazam. Why did you cancel Shazam,
It's
knowing that Shazam is Black Adam's
arch enemy.
antagonist?
Yeah. Hey, and that's why I just think it was a good idea that they
He
didn't go with
wanted
it
it to
because
revolve around him.
I think like we said, The Rock himself, he's a big money generator. Like just him being him, and I don't think that translates well in this in the comic in DC. It's just it wouldn't make sense to have everything around Black Adam. Just because you are a big star, have a big name, it doesn't mean that you're gonna get every comic book fan to buy into the story. And what's important is the story and what's being told. And I think that's what James Gunn and Peter Safran want to do, which is to wrap it and bring it back to what we were talking about before. That's why I think it was a smart move for him to be like, hey, not sure what they're talking about, but we have this plan, and that makes me feel real confident. And I feel real
That
confident,
yeah, that
and
yeah, you're right.
that makes me feel real confident in the DCU and what's to come. What's
Yes.
to come. So, I, for me, I think at the end of the day, just it's already been anticipated. The Flash movie is gonna come out. If it's great, cool.
Don't have money.
But I personally, I do not want to see Ezra Miller as the Flash anymore. If WB is gonna release this movie and Ezra Miller's face is gonna be on it, hey, whatever they want to do, they
I'm
do it. But
sorry.
I don't want
I'm
to
gonna
see.
see it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
see it because I need to.
you want to. Yeah,
I
you want to
need
see
to see
like
it.
what's gonna happen.
I need to
But
see it.
I
I'll
want to
be
see.
mad.
What would be a good ending for me if that Flash character dies
Dies.
in the movie, and then there's a new Flash, and then
Wally
that new
West,
Flash is the DCU Flash.
bro.
So,
They should right now change the ending, kill Barry Allen, and then you bring in Wally West.
or another Barry Allen.
No, Wally West. Wally West became one of the best. He's to this
Hey,
point. He's still one of the
bro,
best flashes.
fans out there still want Grant Gustin to be the Flash for the DCU. He got some real loyal fans, man.
Okay, he's been our Flash for the last 9 years, bro.
Yeah. So whatever they're gonna do, I just think that we got to move on. DC has to move on and just trust in what
The
James
fans,
Gunn.
no, not DC. The fans need to move on. Let James Gunn do what he has to do.
Well, not even the fans. It's not the fans, bro. It's not the. It's the WB executives have to move on.
Yeah, well, that's
You know,
it
and the
goes it
fan
goes
and if there are fans out there that are still holding on to the old
Snyderverse.
DC like stuff, like, hey, move on from that, because
Yeah,
it
let
wasn't
James Gunn
working.
do what he gotta do.
It wasn't working. So, uh, yeah, I think that, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that, because I want to keep positive with what's gonna happen with DC.
Let
Um,
let DC let this cup of DC spill over. Let everything just splash out of the cup. All right, dry the cup. Make yourself a new batch of juice and enjoy that cold new glass of juice that you're about to drink. Because that's what James Gunn
I
is
see.
doing. It's hey, I know you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Like, let the old juice spill out, put some new juice in there with some new
Put some
ice,
new
and drink
juice in
that
there.
motherfucker out.
Oh man, that analogy is so funny. But yeah, let's just move on. But I was gonna ask you this: Blue Beetle recently got a successful test screening.
Mm.
Um, this is coming out of the direct, that some fans that had attended the test screening saying that the movie sounds super exciting, that it's extremely well, and it has a lot of hand to hand combat action sequences, which is really cool. So,
Nice.
so that gets me really excited about this movie. I don't know if that's one thing about this movie. It's like is James Gunn hasn't really claimed this movie as part of like his universe, but I'm still excited for this movie, and I think, and I love the actor who's going to be playing Blue Beetle. Um, if this movie does well, do you think James Gunn would consider it to be part of the DCU? Because like
I hope so.
in the same situation that Shazam is in, you know,
Yes, that
if they do it in that way.
we don't know what world they belong to because they didn't really show the faces of any of the heroes. They mentioned
Yeah,
Batman, but that's cool because Batman does exist in his universe. There,
Yeah.
as we know, there's a Batman. As we know, there's a Superman in the Shazam universe. But at the end, we did not see Superman's head, so we don't know if that could be the new Superman going forward. Like, and Zachary Levi said that everything is Gucci. He's so funny. Zachary Levi said in Twitter that everything, because somebody asked him, "Well, hey, what's going to happen to the future of Shazam with the whole generation?" He said, "Oh man, everything is Gucci." It's so funny for him to say it like that, but he said it, and that means that it gives us hope. He had an interview. They asked him, Zachary Levi. He said that whatever happens, happens, and he knows that DC is in good hands with James Gunn, and he trusts James Gunn. So whatever is going to happen, he's happy that he did the movie that he did.
He says something right because I hope that with that man, I love out of everything in the DC universe, I loved Shazam. So I'm hoping that I have the same love for Blue Beetle in that way, and I hope that they
Yeah.
keep it. But again,
Yes.
you know, we're really not gonna know what is gonna happen with DCU until James Gunn makes those announcements this month. So everyone,
Yes.
keep a lookout for those announcements by James Gunn. um, I'm excited for those announcements because it's gonna reveal a lot and what we're gonna expect from the DCU. So,
Yes. And
and I
remember
think
to watch
that's
that episode because that episode is gonna be hot.
yeah,
Because
yeah. That up,
once that shit get dropped, guys, that's episode whatever episode it lands on, it's gonna be a hot episode. It's gonna burn
it's
your
probably gonna
freaking
be
phones.
dedicated that whole episode to that because
Yes.
I'm just really excited to see what potentially can happen. But I think that's it. I think that's all that we have. I think that's all that we have. And
Yeah,
man,
yeah, that's all. That's all.
first episode of season 2 of the Comic Guys done. We couldn't believe that we got to this point where we've reached this many episodes. Um, you know, I just want to say, man, I want to take a moment to just say I'm proud. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of
I'm proud
me.
of you.
You know,
We've grown.
definitely,
We've
yeah,
gotten better,
yeah,
and we're
and
excited for this new season, bro.
yeah, man, yeah, excited. And thank you all to the fans for tuning in to another episode of the Comic Guys podcast with your host Kevin and Angel. You catch us every Friday wherever you get your podcasts, but also catch us on YouTube at the Comic Guys Podcast. Make sure you subscribe as well. Check us out on our social media at the Comic Guys Podcast. And check us out whenever we game, Comic Guys Gaming channel. It's called Comic Guys Gaming. So check us out there as well. My partner here, Angel, mostly runs the reins on that. So you'll see him there. I try to hop in there, but that's my one of my resolutions to be on it a little more with that. But thanks again, everyone, to joining another episode of the Comic Guys podcast, and we'll see you all next time. Peace out, Geekers.
Peace out.